Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are back in the Eaves of Fangorn. So you might remember we met Gandalf on the previous episode on Treebeard's Hill, and he asked us to awaken the sleeping Ents. That's what we've been doing so far, and here we have one of those Ents that we are in the process of awakening, or at least making the effort. This is Wisewood. And what do we need to do for him? Let me see. The Ent is perfectly still, but its eyes are open. You could swear that this one has an angry red gleam in his greenish eyes, or perhaps a flare of panic. It is hard to tell when his outward behavior is so still. You smell smoke here and see the orange glow of fire. It is not hard to guess why this Ent may be angry. Wisewood wants revenge upon the Orcs who attacked his grove. As a heroic orc slayer of many lands, how can you refuse such a deed? Wisewood's limbs sleep, and he is too slow and sleepy to assist you, but you can do him a kindness as Gandalf wished. In the red flicker of Wisewood's eyes, you see rage and grief at the burning of several members of his grove. Orcs start fires, but they do not put them out. You should ensure that all of the orc fires have been adequately snuffed out, lest they endanger the remainder of Wisewood's grove. Alright. This is where we are. You might remember we are really close to the area in which we fought the orcs for the epic. And when you defeat 8 orcs for the epic, you get to meet another Ent, Oldbark, to advance the epic, and that's what we need to do now in Eoward. So I guess you can also do it that way. You can enter the Eaves of Fangorn from Eomer's Vengeance, and eventually you'll come here and advance the epic, which is not what we did on the previous episode because I didn't remember how the flow of quests was in Fangorn exactly, and I didn't want to take any chances. But if you are looking for a way in which you can optimize your path through the game, this is certainly what I would recommend. Well, what I think I'm gonna do now is pull some of these guys towards the next fire that I need to extinguish, but I don't see any more of them. And I already have a very big party coming after me. Oh, come on. This is not the time for lag. Oh well, they don't stand a chance, really. The fires are somewhere here to the east, it seems. But I don't see them. I truly don't. So let me keep looking. And we'll see where else we need to go. Oh, okay. So we have one of them, so we can do it like this. Alrighty. Stamping out the flames, there we go. We can grab this guy. Kill these two. Really like the sound effects in here. What is that like war horns? Orcish war horns? They do sound really ominous and powerful, but but not in a majestic or epic way. So yeah, a very good job on designing here. And okay, one more fire. This one's been kind of tricky to find, but we're almost done, almost over now with the fires. Okay, there it is, and here we also have the last orcs that we also needed for that other quest as well. You have defeated many orcs in Fangorn to avenge the burnt and felled trees of his grove. And we stomp out this fire. You were unable to save Wisewood's burnt trees, but you were kind enough to stop the spread of the orc fires. Wisewood will be grateful for your goodness on his behalf. Alrighty. Yeah, what's the deal with this Warden? Let me get rid of this orc so we can check. The Warden makes no move to attack you, but regards you with interest. It is likely that you and it have the same goals, for now. This Warden bristles with eagerness as you approach. You did not notice it at first, but it has been watching as you stamped out orc fires and slew the orcs who began the burning of the forest. He wishes to join you as you continue punishing the orcs. Okay. Well, fighting alongside a Warden, that sounds fun. The Horde wants nothing more than to crush the strong packs of orcs at their encampment in Fangorn. With your efforts combined, the orcs will stand no chance against you. For this one we need to defeat 12 orcs. And what do we have here? The stumps of felled trees can be found standing sadly all around the White Hand encampment. The Horde wishes to grieve for his fallen friends. Yeah, come over here, please. Yeah, a little too late. The Horn wishes to follow you. You should call it to your side now. No rest for enemies. We need to unlock one more quest. And I don't see it. Maybe a drop? Doesn't seem like it, but well, we'll need to continue looking across this camp and double check that. Ah, okay, this is what we needed, the tent. everything makes sense now. So this guy goes down. Yeah, that's it. A message should be sent to the orcs. They are not welcome to settle in Fangorn. So I think we can do it like this. There we go. You have defeated many orcs in a tough little encampment at the edge of Fangorn. Eaves. I mean, your current friend is awesome for the fights, but it's hard to see where you are going. Ah, right. Let me see, please. Yeah, defeat this guy. Come on, yeah. This would be the last 10. That was easy. And now we need to find 2 more free stumps. I saw one over here. But this horn doesn't let me see where I'm going. Oh, Jack. Come on. Where did my foreign friend go? Are you fighting more orcs? Well, you go ahead and do it. Not gonna complain. And, okay. I see the last one over there. So it seems I will need to fight this guy here. Yep. You have examined the remains of the grove felled by the White Hand Orcs in Fangorn. The survivor grieves for his fallen friends, as will Wisewood, the sleeping tree herd of this part of the forest. Well, I just gotta make sure that my friend survives the encounters with the orc. Is it? Okay. The Horn is pleased to have assisted you in your revenge upon the vicious orcs who invade Fangorn. You realize a Horn that it is a happier tree than it was before your chance encounter. And here we have the old man again. I mean, this old man is, of course, a mystery. I've been pondering about it since last time we spoke, and I still don't have an answer for this. I'm gonna tell you my suspicions in just a moment, but let's see what he has to say. Well met, Beriathan. It is always good to see a friendly face in the wild places of the world. It is good to see you again, Beriathan. How goes your quest in Fangorn? You are a long way from home, my old friend. Tell me, why do you waste your time on mindless orcs in some ragged old forest when there are more pressing issues at hand? Your heroic efforts are needed elsewhere in Rohan. Do you not agree, my old friend? Think of the elderly Theoden king surrounded by disloyal men. Surely you must wish to help the king of Rohan. All that this man says seems reasonable and just. Yeah. Such wisdom cannot be naysayed. Yes, Beriathan. These orcs are not the real threat to Rohan. The king's nephew, Eomer, wishes to harm the king. You and I are old friends, are we not? You should trust me, Beriathan, and go help the king free himself from his nephew's influence. Leave this forest at once. There is nothing for you here. Something does not seem right. This sounds like wisdom, but your logic struggles against your heart. For the man's words seem wrong. Have naysay the old man, who is likely Saruman posing as Gandalf. The spell is broken. The old man's voice has grown cold and hard. You defy me. You are a fool. You could have left this forest alive, Beriathan, but now you will die. Of this you may be assured. Excuse me, do you mind? I'm talking with the old man. Kinda rude on your part. The old man boasts that you will die for defying him. Well, I'm not afraid of some petty orc. Defeated Saruman's minion. We need to talk to Wisewood. Okay, so I think I understand what's going on now. Of course, this has been very enlightening, because the last time we found this old man at Eomer's Vengeance, you remember he sent us to attack the Orcs from Moria, to save the herds from the Orcs of Mordor, and I was reviewing the footage from those episodes, and I was having my doubts, because during that time he talked about Saruman as if he was a different person than he, and of course what he does is complicated. Why will he send you to fight the orcs and to save the horses? So my theory at that moment was, well, he wants to hinder Mordor and the orcs who are not in service to him, which is very reasonable still. But the other reason that occurs to me now that we have finished this part of the quest is that he also wanted to gain your trust, to confuse you, and to pose as Gandalf. So he sacrificed some pawns with the intention of having you confront Eomer. But luckily we were able to see through his schemes, especially because we have already met Gandalf the White, which is something that I also told you in the previous episode. If we have already met Gandalf the White in Lothlorien, what reason would Gandalf have to hide himself in front of us? We already know his back, we already know his new powers, so yeah, that old man, the more you think of it, the more you realize what Saruman was trying to do. Hrum. The Ent spoke. At least you think it spoke. Regardless, a sound was made, possibly one to indicate approval of your actions on his behalf. This is a good sign, but also a frustrating one. The Ents are slow to wake. It seems that it will take a lifetime of a mortal man to rouse them as Gandalf wished. The Ent sleeps once more. You have done all that you could at the White Hand encampment, and it is time to press further into the forest to assist more Ents. You should try heading to the northern part of the forest and see what can be seen. Okay, so we say farewell to our friend Wisewood. But as you see here, waking the Ents of Fangorn is something that seems to be beyond our capabilities. All the Ents that we have met so far, Ashlim, Vilas, now Wisewood, and this new Ent that we will meet around here, they are not easy to wake. Oh, come on. Why can't you be like your brother? We were fighting the orcs, we had such a great time. I am not your enemy. Now, what I would love to find in here, but I'm not sure if this location is in game or if it's in this part of Fangorn, but I would love to find the place in which Gandalf met Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli and revealed himself as Gandalf the White. And I think chances are we will find that spot at some point, but I don't remember exactly. You discover a piteous horn trapped in dense spiderwebs. You have encountered a very distressed horn trapped in a great tangle of sticky and cruel webs. He stands at the base of a stone stair, and you do not much like the feeling of this place. The horn is very distressed in its great tangle of webs. Before anything can be done, it should be set free, for it is cruel to watch a creature suffer so. You only hope that the horn is not a hostile one. Well, we'll find out soon enough. You showed great kindness to this distressed creature. The horn shows no signs of hostility in thanks. Indeed, it still looks restless despite being free of its bonds. You fear that it feels the same sense of dread that you feel while standing on the foot of this foreboding stair. The distressed Warden paces unhappily at the base of some stairs in a quadrant of the forest that fills you with some fear. You should investigate what lies atop the stairs, for you suspect a significant spider problem in this area. It appears that these foes are spilling out of their nest. Yeah, what makes you think that? If this horn became entangled so near the sticky webs of the Silkenhold, it is likely that other creatures of its species may be trapped within. Other such horns might be the source of distress in this fellow. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable. And these are the stairs, which are very similar to the stairs that we found when we were coming up the previous hill. Acorns litter the floor of the Silkenhold, threatening to grow into a doomed existence under the webs of the spiders who dwell here, so we need to rescue the acorns. And now, the Silkenhold is guarded by 3 very old and evil spider mistresses that we'll need to defeat. The Silkenhold is guarded by the presence of great evil. Alright. And there you can see on the horizon there are some spiders like this one that will drop more quests for us. Did it Spider Slayer of the Eastern Really? Oh, come on. Spiders of Fangorn are clearly no better than spiders anywhere in Middle-earth. They are evil and must be slain at any cost. Oh, come on. So first, they have orcs, now the spiders, and we are opening Slayer Deeds when we are almost done with East Rohan, so... This was made to be farmed, doing the hide-boiled dailies, which I think I'm gonna do. Hide-boiled, as far as I know, doesn't take as long now as it did back in the day. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy how the town comes to life bit by bit as you work on it. And I think you get very cool rewards for doing it all. So yeah, I do plan on doing Hidebolt with Beriathan. I don't think I'm gonna accelerate any reputation gain for Hidebolt. But yeah, I think we should be okay with it. Okay, I think, yeah. No, this is not where we need to go. Because we need to defeat a Fangorn Spinners, but there are no Fangorn Spinners around this area. Well, they are very elusive at the very least. So, let us try our luck around here. There are plenty of acorns. And here we can also find the horns that we need to free. Yeah, we have here the new deed, the Spider's Lair, 100 spiders for tier 1, 200 spiders for tier 2, the usual stuff. But we need to continue exploring this spider dance. Okay, we have freed the horns. Can go back to the other one at the entrance, but not yet. Six, 7, 10. Nine. Great. And number 10, which seems to be inside a tree. let us look for another one. All right. Now we can locate the spider mistresses, and we come through this. Yeah. We have one of them, Dimil. Very big spider. Oh, come on. Okay, that's one. We need to find Nornvist, Fina. Okay. They are very close to each other at least. Luckily, I am not arachnophobic. I've heard comments from many players in the forums and social media that cannot stand this kind of spiders. Not even the quote-unquote small ones, like the other ones that you can locate throughout this place, the Silkenhold. It makes me wonder then, how do they do this kind of things? Do they skip the area? Or what exactly? Finally, another spinner. Where were you been? Now, supposedly the last spider, yeah, is here. Fine us. Jesus, these spiders are huge. And I can see why some people would be creeped by them. I kinda am. If you stop to really look at the game models, the spiders themselves, they look disturbing. They're not pretty, of course. Riders of Fangorn 1. You have defeated a horde of Fangorn spinners, but there are many other evil beings to slay in the Silkenhold. Your work here is not yet done. Yeah, it's never that easy. The Fangorn web hunters are deep in the Silkenhold, lurking it in wait to destroy their prey. You have squashed many of the swarming spiderlings in the Silkenhold of Fangorn. The trees in this choked part of the forest may rest assured that the promise of future evil has been somewhat lessened. Now, I don't remember if this horn will have more quests for us on this area, so I'm trying to find my way back to where it is. Trying to look for the stairs that we used on our way up, which are these ones. What else do you have to say, buddy? The horn bends towards you a little to examine the acorns in your hand. He is clearly pleased that you have saved young trees from certain doom amongst the spiders. Southwest of the horn is a patch of sunlight. You should scatter the acorns at that spot so that they may grow tall and hale. The horn bristles with pleasure as you relay the events of your battles against the 3 great spider mistresses of the Silkenhold. The forest here will be safer now without them spreading their evil light smothering brood across the forest. Horns are not the most expressive of creatures, but you could swear this horn looks relieved, even pleased. Maybe what you saw is not but a passing fancy, but you choose to believe that you have made this horn very happy by freeing its poor friends. Well, in that case, I guess, we'll need to go back to fight the spider web hunters, the Fangorn web hunters. Would have been so nice if you could get both quests at the same time. I think I would already be done with them. Luckily, these guys are not hard to find either. And I think I'm missing one more. You have defeated the great many spiders in the Silkenhold of Fangorn, helping to stop the spread of evil in this land. Your good deed will have lasting effects upon the Ents and other creatures of the forest. I hope you're right. But yeah, most likely that'll be correct. But yeah, spiders do appear in the creepiest of places, and we are yet to confront the biggest of them all. Biggest spider spawn of the Third Age. But that's still a ways off. We still have many things to do before we come to the Morgul Vale. But yeah, that's another confrontation that's been years in the making. Players have been asking for a shield upgrade. We're asking for a shield upgrade for a very long time, until it finally came. To be honest with you, I have only confronted Shelob once, but I think it was a really cool fight. Very rewarding fighting Shelob. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This creature is pleased and relieved with everything you did to help it, now that its fellow trees and acorns are safe from the spiders and the threat lessened somewhat. While this deed was not exactly what Gandalf asked you to focus on, you feel as if you have done right by Fangorn nonetheless. It is time to move on deeper into the forest. I don't remember exactly where, but I do remember there is an area of Fangorn that has a lot of trolls and it's a pain to navigate, but I don't remember if it's the Eaves of Fangorn, or if it's the Valewood in Wildermoor, or if it's the Fangorn, the part of Fangorn that we got in Helm's Deep and West Rohan, or if it's that other part of Fangorn that came on update 13. I seem inclined to believe it was the Valewood, but I'm not sure because we still need to help a lot of Ents, it seems. You have found another sleeping Ent in Fangorn. You feel a sense of dread looming near this place. Agility. Yeah, let's take that. As you approach this Ent, you feel the weight of a heavy grief upon the air around him, like a grey mist. This Ent withers under the powerful sadness. It is clear that the sadness consumes the Ent Greenroot, but you cannot help him if you do not know why. You wait a moment for a memory to be impressed upon you, but Greenroot has retreated into his own slow thoughts. So we'll need to do this the old-fashioned way and discover this on our own. You kinda feel the regret of this Ent, just by its posture. Blackenroot. You discover a patch of Blackenroot. So that's why one of the clues. Oh, take a look. You can see the night sky on this clearing. You have discovered sweetmeat. Okay. Take a look. Oh, and it's coming at us. No. No, I'm not gonna fight you. Not yet, at least. Corpse of a horn. Okay. You have discovered the corpse of a pale-looking blackened horn. And you have discovered the black heart. Yeah, I seem to remember this one. I think this is the area I was calling you just a few moments ago. Infested stump. You have come upon a sickened stump covered in writhing worms. Yeah, Fangorn does have some really creepy and dark areas. The corpse of another horn here. You discover a dead young horn, fallen prey to some terrible anguish. You tell Greenroot that you saw the state of his herd, corrupted, twisted, polluted, blackened by evil influences in the forest. He closes his eyes sadly as you recount what you saw. You want nothing more than to help this lonely Ent be free from the pain of watching his trees turn so evil. You can do nothing for Greenroot by consoling him. You must venture into the shadows of the Black Heart. You must try to understand the place before you can hope to heal it. Where was the entrance to the Black Heart again? Stinging black fly. Do you mean? Evil-looking flies can be found in plenty around the Blackheart. These creatures would devour you in a heartbeat if you allow them to. You should defeat some of them. The soil is infested with hideous crawlers. Kinda hard to see among all these branches and trees. And let us try to avoid fighting those crawlers unless we really need to. Oh, come on. Wanna die? Well, you die then. Christ. You all die. Disgusting little things. Yeah, girl, it's spooking me as well. But, nothing bad's gonna happen to us in here. Really? Did you resist it? More infested soil. Oh, Christ. Thank you. It is clear that the Blackheart is rotten from its very roots, with vile crawlers squirming out of every patch of mud. Okay, what else do we need to do now? The trees in the Blackheart of Fangorn are evil to the core, coming after you without provocation and with a worrisome bloodlust. Many blackened swaths of land are barren even of the twisted plants that grow in the darkest part of the forest. What happened here to turn the Blackheart so rotten? Well, we need to continue investigating, it seems. Defeat corrupted thorns. Examine barren patches for answers. Oh, but I can barely see where I am now. Let alone find barren patches of land. You have rid the forest of many a hairy and evil insect. This act was a kindness to all inhabitants of Fangorn. Okay, so the Black Heart is actually to the southwest. That explains why I wasn't able to see any corrupted warrens or barren patches of land. That's why. Black-hearted warren. Yeah, this is the one that we need to fight. Here is one. Now here we have. Let us check because it seems we got more interesting goodies. Hardwood of a corrupted warren. We need that. What does it say? Upon further investigation of the corpse of this incredibly hostile horn, you notice a strange piece of hardwood. This horn was evidently corrupted from the inside out, possibly from its long years spent in this black glade. Yeah, but where are the patches of land? Not forgotten about them, but I don't see them. I just see a lot of warrens, but no barren land. Ah, jeez, was too far. Okay, this is the barren patch we were looking for. What is this gonna be? The land itself remembers the cruelties done to the trees and will not grow. So yeah, you could see the orcs in there. Well, the memory of the orcs, rather. Uh-huh. It remembers. And we only need one more patch of land. But if you only didn't have skill lag today, come on. This is really a hindrance. Skill lag plus resist is not a good combination. Finally, you have defeated many of the bloodthirsty horns of Greenroot's corrupted herd. The forest will not be so treacherous for the creatures who wind up lost in the Black Heart. In the shades of the past, you saw that an Ent once resided over this fell glade of Fangorn. You must search for him and see if he can be helped as Gandalf did. Yeah, but I do still need one more patch of land. And some more corrupt hardwoods as well, so... What else are we gonna find in here, I wonder? The land itself remembers the cruelties done to the trees and will not grow. Yeah, take a look at what they did. The barren patches of land in the Black Heart still bear the shades of terrible events in the past, long remembering the suffering of the trees. Where is the Ent you saw that once watched over these lands? If his realm has grown so dark, what has become of him? I'm pretty sure you can imagine by now what happened to that Ent. You have gathered evidence that the environment here makes the trees twisted and sick. Their blackened, corrupted hardwood is likely the reason they are so aggressive in this part of the forest. Wow! Completed! Quests of the Eaves of Fangorn, new title, Fangorn Adventurer. Wit is now level 41. Determination is now level 41. And we are moving towards confidence then. Here we have the title, LOTRO points, virtue XP. You have done a great deal to defend and assist the Ent of Fangorn, and we still have plenty of stuff left. The LOTRO points, wit, determination, confidence. Let us move to confidence. You feel a sense of fear, certain that hateful eyes are watching your every move. All of the darkness of the forest stems from this place. Yeah? But who are we looking for? Ah, okay. What's this? Stone. The guardian approaches. He is starved, ill, miserable to the core. He will kill you if you let him. You have ended the suffering of a tree who had long since stopped growing, whose heart was black and pained. The shadow is evaded. You have ended the long suffering of this poor, twisted former guardian of the Black Heart. His realm was once hale, but he could not ward off the evil that crept into his realm and corrupted him to the core. Let us take the setting of morale. Letting the light in. The shadows have long kept the foliage so hateful it ends that it blocked all light into the Black Heart. It is time to push back the leaves to let the light shine in once more. There is hope for this place yet. Let the light in. Very appropriate as well, since it's the dawn of a new day. Both literally and figuratively. Take a look at it. Let me just remove quest icons in here. Because yeah, now that the light is coming to the forest, it does look lovely, ancient to be sure, dangerous in its own way as well, but it has recovered some of its old majesticness, its old beauty as well. You are a peculiar little creature. You are. I felt the shadows disappear. The light shines where my old, what is the word? My old friend. He grew quite terrible here, quite sad, quite wrong. You freed him from his prison. I could not come in, or I would have rotted with the others. I slept at the edge of shadows, and I could not help, but you let the light in, by yourself. Greenroot is awake now. At last one Ent in Fangorn has felt some change. So we have somewhat succeeded in what Gandalf wanted us to do. If you don't mind, Greenroot, since you are the only Ent we've been able to wake up successfully, would you mind? Yeah? To remember this? Yeah. I mean, it's a victory. Small one maybe, but still a victory, so it deserves a celebration. Let us look for the other Ent really quick. We are not far. And we are also coming to an end to our adventures in Fangorn. But yeah, the lighting in here, yeah, the devs did an amazing job with it. I don't remember the exact name of the feature that was introduced with Fangorn. That lighting feature that I told you a few episodes ago, but it really shows. It really shows, especially on higher graphical quality, because I remember the last time I was in here, I was running on medium graphics, and it was not this pretty, and the lighting effects do make a big difference in it. Big difference. Here we have the last Ent, Old Heart. I think I remember this one. You come to an Ent standing at the edge of a fair meadow, soaking up the sunlight that flows off the ridge. This Ent has let his roots grow long in a beautiful meadow out of the shadow of the Black Heart, but his eyes show that he's deeply worried about something. You should speak with the Ent and see if he has any memories to import upon you so that you may be of some assistance. Yeah, we are gonna do that, to be sure. But that will be a matter for the next episode. For the time being, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.